Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of In Step. I'm your host, Kevin Aguilar, and just, of course, always like to start off with a couple things. The first, of course, being thank you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and spending your time with me here tonight. I can't even begin to express how much I do appreciate your time that you guys spend with me. So thank you guys so much. And, you know, I'm always excited about my show. There's no question about that. And, you know, every show in its own way is always truly unique and special. But true to form, tonight's show is, again, just that. Truly a special show because, well, first of all, it is 12, 12, 12. That makes it special in itself, right? But tonight is going to be actually my last and final show. Well, at least for this year, so don't panic. So this is going to be the last one. We're wrapping things up, and I won't be, again, coming to you guys live until the new year. And that brings up something else that's kind of exciting. We've been looking and changing our format, and we've got a new and improved version, a 2.0 version of this show, and I think you guys are really going to like it. It's going to be even more interactive, and we're going to have little small segments, and I think you guys are really going to like what we have planned for you. So, something to look forward to after the holiday season, and that, of course, is the new and improved show. But that, again, that won't be until 2013. For tonight, I decided to take it easy, and we're going to have a more relaxed show, and I'm going to spend a couple moments, and I'm going to check in with some people. You know, it's the holiday season, and I know that you guys are always wanting to get more involved and do things for maybe in your communities and what have you, but you don't even know where to start. Well, I have a couple select favorites, I guess you could say, and I'm going to check in on them in just a few minutes, kind of see how they're doing and inform you and let you guys kind of learn a little bit about them. So should any of you get inspired and want to get involved in our communities, these might be a couple organizations that you might want to get yourself involved with, because they're some of my favorite picks, and since this is my show, we get to show my picks. That's because how that works sometimes. As always, I do want to do a couple special shout outs, and I don't generally say a last name, but this was by request. So the first one is going to go out to Mr. Alex Sadie White. I just want to say, see, I told you. I hear you. I hear you. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching the show. And if you and your pals are having a little viewing party, here's what you got to do. You got to take a picture of this, and you got to somehow get it to me. And who knows, maybe I'll post it on our show's Facebook page, or perhaps maybe even show some pictures on an upcoming episode next year. That goes to anybody, actually. If you're having a little Kevin viewing party, because I've heard of a couple of these, and you're watching the show, I want to know about it. So go to my website and go, or tweet me. There's the little hashtag right there. Somehow let us know about it, and we'll see what we don't do something with those pictures. I see, or maybe I don't want to see. We'll see how that goes. Speaking of Twitter, I know I love trying to be as interactive with you guys as possible, and there's the hashtag, In Step with Kevin. That's the hashtag and we'll see what we can't do. We're going to try and do a little Q&A session, since this is my last show of the 2012 season. So if you have a question for me, right now would be the time. You'd want to ask it and use that little hashtag In Step with Kevin, and we'll see if I can't answer your question. It can be about the show, my awesome, incredible crew, anything you want, pretty much, go ahead and ask that. Speaking of Twitter, got another shout out to, and I don't know if I should say the Twitter name or the first name. So Brian, I don't know how it's said. Probably BRG Mosaic. Anyway, hey buddy, hello there. Thanks so much for tuning in. All right. So, again, special thank you to all of you guys, you viewers. You've made this show an amazing show this year. Thank you for an incredible season. We're really looking forward to doing some amazing things. We're teaming up with the VIP Passport. We're getting really interactive with a lot of different businesses. We're going to be doing twice as many more giveaways. So next season, you don't want to miss the show. All right. So I mentioned that I wanted to kind of get in step, I guess you could say, with some different organizations that I personally feel I've chosen that I think you guys need to know more about. And you guys have to remember, I've never met these people. I'm actually calling them out of the blue. I've not spoken to any of these people before, so I don't know. Maybe they won't take my call, but we'll see. We'll keep our fingers crossed that they'll take my call. We do the show live, and anything can happen. So, I think what I want to do first is I'm going to try and get in contact with Marshall. Now, Marshall, he works with an organization called Bridgetown, and again, too, we're going to learn a little bit more together about this outstanding organization. So, let's call. Well, if they take my call, maybe they won't. Maybe, people could be busy. Let's find out. Alrighty. Here we go. Wish me luck. It's ringing. Wait for it. Wait for it. Uh-oh. Hello, Marshall?
It's the voicemail from Marshall Snyder.
Oopsies. Marshall's busy. All right. We'll give him just another moment. We'll try this again. See, this is why, and this is perfect because, this is why I choose to do live. I have a lot of opportunities where I could do the show maybe not live, but that would be boring. I like living on the edge, and, this is kind of crazy. So we'll just try this again. Here we go. Luckily, I have lots of guests lined up, so we'll give this another shot. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate it. I just may do that. Hold that thought. Alrighty. Okay, so, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to continue on because you know what? Things happen, so we'll see where the communication breakdown was. We'll try and get them on a little bit later. Again, we're going to try and get in contact with Marshall. So what we'll do now is we're going to go straight to our the next group, the next organization. Now, this was I think, a lot larger one. You may have heard of them. I think if you live in the Portland metro area, you've had to have heard of the Portland Sunshine Division. Now, they've been on the show, I believe, 2 other times now. We had Officer Kent on the first time, and then we had another representative about a year ago on. So I'm really excited to maybe... Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Let's see who this could be. Hello, Marshall. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey.
Sorry, man. We're saying goodbye to our board and staff retreat right now. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, I really do say thank you for taking a few moments to chat with me here tonight.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
So, I would like, how would you describe or what is Bridgetown? I want my viewers to kind of know just a little bit, like a quick synopsis as to what you guys are and what you do.
Right. Well, Bridgetown focuses, the mission statement of Bridgetown is loving people because people matter. So Bridgetown's really about people, and people meaning people, not just homeless people or poor, but people in general, whether it be the suburb mom or the suburb dad, that they all have a basic need, and that basic need is to know that they're noticed and that they're on somebody's radar screen. And so Bridgetown creates platforms where love and generosity can be practiced and out in the public square, whether it be under the Burnside Bridge, which is a thing called Night Strike that we do, and then there's another thing called B-Town Kids, which is an apartment complexes in North Portland, and then a thing called Transformation Trips, which are like short-term learning environments in the community of North Portland. So, and we provide doors and opportunities for people to be mobilized into those areas.
That is fantastic, and I just want to give a shout out to you guys because I've had the opportunity, the pleasure to be able to sit down, I think, with someone by the name of Mike, and I can't remember his last name, and I got a little insights to what you guys do, and I just want to say, I commend what you guys are doing. I think it's fantastic. I think it's fantastic what you guys do.
Thank you very much. We enjoy it. We're loving it. So.
Now, viewers, if you want the opportunity to get more information and know more about them, you can go to my website, because we're posting it right now on my website, a link to their website, because I want everyone that's within my voice to, after my show, take a quick moment, go to my website, check out their website, because they've got a lot of great things that's coming up, and they've got a lot, and you have a lot of ways that people can kind of get involved with you. Is that correct?
Absolutely. That's what we're primarily focused on, mobilization, giving opportunities for people to practice generosity with their time, their treasure, and their talent.
So what I want to do is I want to hopefully have the opportunity to work with you guys sometime next year. I didn't get a chance to come down on with a night strike, but maybe I can.
Absolutely.
If you don't mind me and being followed with a few cameras, maybe I can come down there one night and help out.
Yeah, that'd be great. Just let us know when you do, so that we can make sure we coach you on how to take pictures down there, because we don't want it to be like the zoo. We definitely want people to feel like,
absolutely.
Permission stuff. So.
No, absolutely. So you guys are always open and active in the community, and my viewers, if you guys want to get involved with something, there's their logo there on the TV screen right now. It's Bridgetown Inc. Loving people because people matter. So there you go.
Absolutely.
Well, I know that you guys have a really hectic night tonight. Like you said, you're doing your special dinner tonight, and you're doing something with the board members. So thank you for taking my call.
Appreciate it. It was nice talking to you, and let me know if there's anything I can do.
We're going to talk more next year, okay? Keep in contact with me.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Marshall. Bye-bye. So there you guys have it. So don't forget, after my show, not now, don't walk away from the TV screen. After my show, there you have it right there. It's like magic, right? Go to my website. Their link will be posted on my website if it's not there already, and you can get more information on that organization. Because again, too, I know that we all get inspired during the holidays, and we all want to do more in our community. Well, these are just, like I said, there's hundreds of great things that you can, and organizations you can get involved in. These are just a couple of my favorite picks that I'm highlighting tonight, because I won't be doing a Christmas show, because why? This is my last show for this year. So there you have it. So that was Marshall, and that's the first time I actually chatted with Marshall. So now, again, going back a little bit, we're going to go ahead and talk to, in just a quick moment, the Portland Sunshine Division. And that is just another group. And little trivia fact, my very first interview show, it wasn't this show, it was a different show, but it was an interview-based show that I ever did on this television network, TVC TV, was actually with Phil Kent, who is part of the Portland Sunshine Division. Now, we're not talking to Phil tonight. We're going to be talking to Kyle, and I want you guys to just hear about and know just a little bit more about this great organization. So let's just see if Kyle's available. Let's give him a call. What do you say? Do-do-do. Do-do-do. My teleprompters are all reminding me what to do and what not to do. It's funny. All right, here we go. The suspense, right?
You reached Kyle Camberg. Please leave me a message.
Uh-oh. Oh, I knew it was going to be a tough show. Let's just give it just another couple moments, and we will go ahead and we're going to go into that in just another moment. In the meantime, let's do this right quick. In the meantime, there we go. Whoops, hit the wrong button. I'm going to try it again right quick here. So again, right now we're going to see if we can get in contact with Kyle. He again is with the Portland Sunshine Division. So let's go ahead and give that. Aha.
Call from.
Yes.
Hello, this is Kevin. Is this Kyle?
Yes. I missed your call. I've got about 5 layers on and I couldn't get to the right pocket.
Hey, no problem, no problem. I really appreciate you taking some time and chatting with me here tonight. So, Kyle, you are with an organization. It's actually one of my favorites here in the Portland metro market, and that's why I wanted to just highlight you guys to my viewers tonight. And that is, of course, the Portland Sunshine Division. For those
Correct,
who
correct.
for those who are not familiar or just have maybe heard the name but don't know who or what you are, can you give us a quick synopsis?
Yes, we have been doing emergency food and clothing relief here in Portland since 1923. In the 1920s, there was a handful of police reserves that just responded to a growing need and saw poverty in our community, and around the holidays delivered food baskets to some families in need in Portland, and thus the idea of helping people out around the holidays really blossomed into a tradition. And then in 1923, and then years later, we became a full-fledged 501c3 nonprofit, and here we are, fast forward 89 years later. We are a standalone agency that serves about 1,200 people directly through our front door every month, and we also service about 15 local agencies annually with about 2 million pounds of food. And we still partner with the police to this day. So since the 20s and currently in 2012, all Portland police precincts have emergency food boxes in them, and families in need, or when officers respond to a family that is in a time of poverty, officers still to this day deliver emergency food boxes to families in need. So we provide the food for that, and we still work in concert with the police officers, and that's what we do. So we're an interesting organization because not only do we have the sort of the front door that families visit us, but we also we're unique in that we work with a very large police agency, and we're unique in that we also are a food bank. So we do a few things, and this very weekend we do one of our largest mission events of the year, where we with volunteers we actually deliver 3,500 holiday food boxes. So carrying on that tradition from the 1920s, we will be making sure that 3,500 families can have a holiday meal.
See, and I just think that is just absolutely positively amazing, because I have heard rumors that you've been a little busy packing some boxes, but you know, when you give that number 3,500, that's huge. That's just absolutely amazing. Now, and a lot of this came from donations. Is that correct?
Yes. So almost all of the, I shouldn't say almost, all of the food that was packed tonight. Tonight was one of our packed nights, as was Monday. We constructed 3,500 food boxes, and food was donated from a number of sources: local grocers, corporations, food drives, schools, a lot of different sources, local produce companies. And we constructed those this week, and then on Saturday, from our warehouse in North Portland, from 3 police precincts, and then with a network of about 20 nonprofits locally that we provide boxes to as well. Those 3,500 boxes will get put in the hands of families in need.
That is absolutely, absolutely amazing. So to my viewers, you know, I just want to let you guys know, we're going to pull up their logo and put it on the screen again. And so, you know, just a little thing, kind of memorize that logo, because I know that you've gone into some of your favorite places where you buy your groceries and you may see a big bin asking for donations. Well, now you know a little bit more of who and what those people, who and what they are, the Portland Sunshine Division. So I'm hoping that you might be a little bit more inspired to stop by that bin the next time you walk by it. Because that is what I'm just kind of trying to encourage people to do, is learn more about the Portland Sunshine Division. Now, one interesting aspect about you guys is how you work, in a sense, in tandem, in a sense, with the Portland Police Department. How is that? Can you tell us more about that relationship and how you guys kind of work together?
Yeah, honestly, it's what really makes us unique from a lot of different food-related organizations, and it's just part of our culture and our DNA, where, like I said before, we were started by police reserves, and so there's always been that connectivity. And to this day, there is a Portland police officer that is assigned to the Sunshine Division, Officer Kent, and he is our primary food raiser and public speaker, and he's our liaison with the Bureau. So all of the police precincts have emergency food boxes. Anyone in need in Portland can call the non-emergency 911 number and have a food box delivered, and that's something that's been going on for decades. We also make sure that food officers have referral cards, so anytime they encounter someone that's in a time of crisis, they can at least, at the very minimum, refer them to us directly so that they can get no questions asked emergency food and clothing from us. And at that point, then we can be a referral service for those individuals in need to see if either we can help them more, or if there's other agencies we can direct them to. So over 1,000 individuals will be referred to us directly by police officers this year, and over 1,000 emergency food boxes will be delivered from the precincts. And then, like I said, this Saturday when we do our delivery day, and this is something that's been going on for decades, 3 of the police precincts become delivery hubs as well, and you've got officers coordinating that and officers and their families volunteering and delivering those out. So thousands of boxes will get delivered from those precincts, primarily by people that are either our police officers or are probably direct family members of those folks. So there's a lot that goes on there, and it's like I said, it's really what makes the Sunshine Division unique is that if we were founded by reserve police officers 89 years ago, and still today there is that connectivity. So it's, to my knowledge, we are